Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of Salt of the Earth, a program by Media Commission of the Catholic Syro-Malabar Eparchy of Great Britain. Today we are going to bring you another saint of the Catholic Church. As you all know, the structure of this program is like this. We will be presenting the life of a saint in the Catholic Church, and there will be 5 questions asked which you need to send in the answers to us. In the last few weeks, we are getting tremendous response from a lot of people, and you have been sending the correct answers. But unfortunately, the first respondent with all the correct answers get the prize. And as we announced earlier, if you have sent correct answers consecutively for the first 10 episodes, you can claim to be included into a lot where, if you're lucky, you will get a prize. The last week's questions and answers were, you know the format to send in the correct answers. The format is now showing on the screen, as you can see. Answer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your name and the name of your mission. And the number to send the correct answer via WhatsApp is also showing here on the screen. Now it is time for us to listen to the life of a Catholic saint.
Welcome to the brand new episode of Salt of the Earth, and we are today talking about a special man. So we have 4 Gospels written by 4 evangelists, and in the previous episodes of Salt of the Earth, we talked about 3 of them. Today we're talking about the 4th man, the man whose Gospel preserved the most extensive biography of Jesus Christ, Saint Luke, or Luke the Evangelist. Luke, who wrote the Gospel of the poor and of social justice. Saint Luke was a Greek man, therefore a Gentile, meaning non-Jewish during the time. According to the early church historians, Luke was born in Antioch, in the modern-day Turkey. He never met Christ in person. But in his Gospel, he says that he came to know about Jesus by talking to eyewitnesses to the events of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. Luke was a doctor, and he traveled with St. Paul on his second missionary journey. In fact, Paul called Luke his beloved physician. In one of our earlier episodes, we spoke about how St. Matthew wrote his Gospel for the Jewish audience at the time, having that focus internally with Jesus being born a Jew. Now, with St. Luke, Luke wrote his Gospel keeping his focus externally, targeting the non-Jewish audience at the time, allowing special sensitivity in evangelization. Thereby, his motto was to get the good news spread out to the world. In our everyday language, we could say Luke was looking to make it globalize the good news. It was also worth noting the fact that Luke courageously wrote this Gospel at a time when the persecution of Jews and Christians was intensifying. In his Gospel, Luke helps us to know how concerned Jesus was for the sick, the poor, and anyone in need of help, mercy, and forgiveness. The symbol of Luke's Gospel is an ox, an animal that was often sacrificed as an offering to God in ancient times. In his writing about Jesus, Luke reminds us that the great sacrifice Jesus made to save all people through his death on the cross and his resurrection. Luke's unique perspective on Jesus can be seen in the 6 miracles and 18 parables not found in the other Gospels. He is the one who tells the story of Lazarus and the rich man, the Good Samaritan in the 10th chapter of Luke, and the lost son on Luke's 15th chapter. Forgiveness and God's mercy to sinners is of first importance to Luke. Only in Luke do we hear the story of the prodigal son welcomed back by the overjoyed father. Only in Luke do we hear the story of the forgiven woman disrupting the feast by washing Jesus' feet with her tears. Throughout Luke's Gospel, Jesus takes the side of the sinners who wants to return to God's mercy. It is Luke that we have to thank for the scriptural part of the Hail Mary full of grace, spoken of the Annunciation, and blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus, spoken by her cousin Elizabeth. Luke is also the author of the Acts of the Apostles, which means Luke contributed over a quarter of the text of the New Testament, more than any other author. In Acts, we learn about the coming of the Holy Spirit, the work of the apostles, especially St. Paul, and how the church grew in the world. He was the only person who remained with St. Paul during his imprisonment and until his death. These are great values Luke possessed, and Luke was a very courageous man for his time. Luke's presence in Rome was attested in the second epistle of Paul to Timothy as only Luke is with me. This was written by Paul. The reports of Luke's life after Paul's death are conflicting. Some early writers claim that he was martyred. Others say that he lived a long life. Some say that he preached in Greece, others in Gaul. The earliest tradition we have says that he died at 84 after seeing a lot in his life, settling in Greece to write his gospel for the Lord. Luke is the patron saint of doctors. He is also the patron saint of physicians, bachelors, surgeons, doctors, students, and more importantly, artists. In art, we see St. Luke with an ox or a bull, usually with a wing, as a symbol of sacrifice as per the Old Testament. St. Luke has his major shrine in Padua, Italy. He celebrates his feast on October the 18th.
My name is Gio John. The Salt of the Earth is a tremendous program as it encourages us to be more like God's children. It is an outstanding program as it broadens our knowledge on saints and their lifestyles.
Hi, my name is Seven John.
Hi, my name is Elsa John. The Salt of the Earth is such a brilliant program as it ignites a passion for being a saint.
Syro-Malabar Eparchy ആഭിമുഖ്യത്തിൽ നടത്തുന്ന സോൾട്ട് ഓഫ് ദി എർത്ത് എന്ന പ്രോഗ്രാം വളരെയധികം വിജ്ഞാനപ്രദമാണ്. സോൾട്ട് ഓഫ് ദി എർത്ത് എന്ന പ്രോഗ്രാമിലൂടെ വിശുദ്ധരെക്കുറിച്ചും അവരുടെ ജീവിത രീതികളെക്കുറിച്ചും കുട്ടികൾക്ക് കൂടുതൽ അറിയുവാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നു. അതുവഴി അവരുടെ ജീവിതചര്യ പിന്തുടർന്ന് മറ്റൊരു വിശുദ്ധനോ ആവുകയും ഭൂമിയുടെ ഉപ്പായി മാറുവാനുമുള്ള അനുഗ്രഹം ഉണ്ടാകട്ടെ.
Now, for every new episode, we will be bringing something new to you here on. We have a mystery box. We will have something in this related to the saint that we will be addressing in every episode. In this episode, let's see what we have for St. Luke. We have a beautiful rosary. We all know how important rosary is as part of the Catholic faith. Now, the reason we have a rosary for this episode is because of St. Luke's devotion for Mother Mary. Mother Mary was an important figure in Jesus' life, and Luke beautifully captured that in his gospel. It is believed that Luke drew one of the first images of Mother Mary, and it is also believed that St. Thomas, when he came to Kerala, brought that image with him. We believe that image is still there in Kuravilangadu. Thank you, everyone.
I know you are waiting to know who the winner was for last week.
Hi, my name is Ritti Tomichin, and I like taking part in the Salt of the Earth program as it improves my knowledge about different saints and strengthens my faith too. I would like to thank all those who are working behind the scenes of the program for making it such an enjoyable experience.
എൻ്റെ പേര് റിൻസി ടോമിച്ചൻ. സെന്റ് മേരീസ് ഹാമിൽട്ടൺ മിഷനിലെ ഇടവ അംഗമാണ്. സീറോ മലബാർ എപ്പാർക്കി ഗ്രേറ്റ് ബ്രിട്ടൻ നടത്തിവരുന്ന സോൾട്ട് ഓഫ് ദി എർത്ത് എന്ന പ്രോഗ്രാമിലൂടെ വിശുദ്ധരുടെ ജീവചരിത്രം ഞങ്ങൾ കൂടുതൽ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു. ഇതിന്റെ ഭാഗമാകാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞതിൽ ദൈവത്തിന് വളരെ നന്ദി. ഇതിനായി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന മീഡിയ കമ്മീഷനിലെ ഓരോ വ്യക്തികളെയും ദൈവം സമൃദ്ധമായി അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ. Thank you.
Now we have the question time. Let us listen to the questions.
So now it's question time for us. The first question is, what is the animal symbol of St. Luke's Gospel? The second question is, St. Luke wrote his Gospel targeting what kind of audience at the time? The third question we have is, only Luke is with me. This quotation is part of which book in the Bible? The fourth question we have is, where is the major shrine of St. Luke situated? And fifth and the final question, when is the feast day of St. Luke?
We hope all of you are enjoying this show, and in the next episodes we will bring you another saint of the Catholic Church. Till then, goodbye. May God bless you all.